Good afternoon. I am Amit Singh and I'm representing Tata Teleservices Limited and our partners VoiceTap Technologies. Both our companies joined hands and created something very interesting, which we call as Tutor on Mobile, which if you look at the acronym stands for TOM. Now, I'm very sure that this is going to interest everyone here in this room. And just be with me, and I'm sure we're going to talk after the presentation. Now, I will begin with the statement which says that all of us who are here can be Tom, which means any one of us can be tutor on mobile, or any one of us can actually learn from Tom what he just mentioned. So can you go to the next slide, please? This is a brief agenda. Move on, please. Move on. Thank you. Now, what is Tom? If you just look at the images on the top of the screen, it's got two parts to it, learn and earn. I'm going to briefly touch upon them once we move ahead with the presentation. But what it is, it's basically a knowledge marketplace. I heard the discussion exactly going in this direction. I think this is the perfect time for my presentation. Now, we all know there's this huge knowledge potential in this country, and we also know that there's a huge gap as far as providing knowledge to people who really need the knowledge. That's exactly what we do. We provide a knowledge marketplace for everyone to come share knowledge or come and learn. While you share knowledge, you also get an opportunity to earn out of it. And yes, real money, no credits, real money. Move on, please. Next slide. Next slide. Thank you. Now, when we got done making this product, the question that we were, asking ourselves was, what is the problem as far as learning or knowledge sharing is concerned? We realized that, in a typical country or a typical scenario like India, either you have to have the right kind of technology which provides you access to the knowledge, in the sense you've got to have a connected laptop or a computer or a connected TV like the Nokia device or some specific device which is connected to the internet. Or you got to have the right connection. So I should know somebody who teaches some subject in some university. Otherwise, I'll not be able to take knowledge. So there, you got to have personal relations, or you got to have the right technology. What if you did not have any? Can you move on, please? Now, there were some more questions that we asked ourselves. How do you acquire knowledge today? In a classroom scenario, can we replicate this scenario on mobile? Probably not. Then what is the kind of content that will be probably consumed on a mobile handset? All these questions eventually led us to Tom. Move on, please. So as I mentioned earlier, there were two parts to Tom, learn and earn. This is the first part, which is learn. This is for knowledge seekers, people who want to learn from the platform. Now what they do is they can come here, and this is where it really becomes technology agnostic. And I've got this 1100 rupee phone which I use myself. You can use this phone to learn on Tom, because the service is available on SMS, it's available on IVR. If you've got a smartphone, you can use VAP. If you've got an even smarter phone, then you can use IVBR, which is a 3G equivalent of IVR, which is video IVR, simply put. Now what we've got on Tom is we've got educational content. We've got content which is user-generated. Now, this is a loosely used term, so we'll specifically tell you what do we mean by user-generated content. We've got one-to-one live interaction, something that he just mentioned, I know about something. I know about telecom industry because I work for a telecom company. There's a budding engineer who wants to know whether he should do engineering in computer science or telecommunications. So why can't he talk to me? And why should it be difficult for him to discover me? The next one is knowledge classes in form of conferences. Can we create a conference where a panel like this can come and tell them what is the right direction of innovation in the mobile industry? Oh, thank you. We moved on already. So this is the kind of content that's already available on our platform. We've got real educational content in form of tips, tricks, questions and answers, mock tests, etc. We've got podcasts, again, for very basic voice-only phones. You can just dial in and listen to somebody telling how to crack IIT JEE. Last-minute tips. Then we've got conferences which I just mentioned. We've got one-on-one expert connect. We've got about 500 odd experts helping people with various subjects from MBA, IIT, what to do after 12th, cooking, health, weight reduction, everything. Then we've got user-generated content. For example, somebody plays golf here. And he has a wonderful swing. He can actually shoot a video of himself, put it up on Tom and say, this is how you perfect the golf swing. And then we've got other help tools, which is basically a database of colleges, admission alerts, important dates, fees, etc. So this is what we have as far as learn is concerned. Can we move on, please? This is the more interesting part, which is the earn. So how do we earn on Tom? It's very simple. You go onto our platform, which is tom.tata.docomo.com. You can use it over the web or on the web. Just go there, register yourself, tell what you want to do. You put up a conference, you upload a video, and whoop, it goes up after moderation. Yes, because it's user-generated content, moderation is most important. Once it's gotten up, people can come, see, buy, and when they buy, we take a cut and we pass it on to you, the person who's created the content. Move on, please. Now, we created this knowledge marketplace. What we did with this is we actually introduced many firsts in the industry, which were never seen as far as our knowledge goes. The first one was we really created the first knowledge marketplace. We included knowledge providers, knowledge seekers, and people who are knowledge enablers into one ecosystem. Next slide, please. Users as content providers. Now, we have a lot of people here who are from Indian telecom industry, and they know content is such a strict domain of certain players in the vast industry. We are saying that users have now become content creators. We really do not really need to depend on certain specific content providers. Next one is taking knowledge to the last mile. As I said, even this phone. Don't worry where you are. Don't worry which phone you use. Don't worry the medium that you like, SMS, IVR, WAP, IVVR. It's got everything for you there. The last and the most interesting one is paid UGC. For the first time in the world, each one of us can earn. This is the first time we did paid UGC in the world. Move on. Just two interesting numbers. We've got about 2.5 lakh active subscribers on the platform. We've sold more than 1.5 million pieces of content. And very interesting point is we've actually paid about 30 lakhs to individual content providers as their share for providing content on the platform. Some accolades, we were nominated as one of the finalists in the GSMA Awards this year, and we are also shortlisted to be one of the case studies of GSMA Mobile Learning Project. Thank you so much. Questions, comments, please. We've got 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, PCM, physics, chemistry, maths. You've got AI, EEE, IIT, JEE, CAT. That's on the education side. You can improve your golf swing. You can make a pina colada. You can find out about college admission dates, all of that. Because this is an open platform, content is actually boundless. So, simple, you go to tom.tata.docomo.com, register yourself as an expert. You can upload a video or set up a conference or register as just an expert and provide what time suits you to be called on. We'll connect you with the person who's seeking knowledge about the subjects that you can tell them about. You can self-record, you can have a recorded video by a professional, it's up to you.
Sorry, to the previous question, can you give us a sense of where are you getting the maximum usage? I understand you have all kinds of contents and all kinds of users. What's the 80-20 in terms of usage?
See, we've got a lot of maximum flow has come from career counseling and AITJE and CAT admissions, etc. There have been some very interesting conferences that we've hosted on weight reduction, and there's one story that's really become a folk tale in our parlance, where this guy actually was on a call on weight reduction for about 30 odd minutes, which was phenomenal. So our partners called him after the call and asked him why was he on the call for so long, and he said that his mother is suffering from overweight and he was really thinking that this call was helpful, and then he wanted to know when's the next call scheduled, and if it's not, what's the direct number of the expert.
And so, how much of this would be, of the usage would be packaged content versus talking to someone, as in counseling and weight reduction?
See, right now, because as with any UGC platform typically starts from seeded content, and then it moves on to a semi-self-sustained, and then probably to a completely self-sustained model. When we started back in, I think, October, November last year, it was seeded content, so it was primarily conferences, but it has seriously now moved on to about a 70-30 ratio to conferences and individual expert pieces.
Fantastic, Amit. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thanks.